Welcome back, guys. So in part 2 I said we had to get a new air manifold. In part 1 I said we had to get a new air manifold. We got that ordered. In the meantime, I pulled the oil pan off this tractor. We had gotten a new gasket for it. Oil one was in bad shape. We were having oil leakage around it. So cleaned it all up. Everything looks pretty good under there. There's a mess there, but we're going to put that on. I'm going to show you a view of up in the engine here in a second. So, right up there is the bottom of the engine. So you can see I get the flashlight. So you can see our oil pump right there. And then the crankshaft bearings, the connecting rods, and pistons way up in there. You probably can't see them very well. Everything looks very good. So we're going to keep going. So yeah, I'll update you in a little bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, manifold is here. It took a little longer than normal, but because a little slight mix up, but they got it all fixed. So alrighty. Alrighty. Here we go. New air intake. That looks good. Alrighty. Now we just gotta get her painted so we can put her on the tractor. Because if we don't, well, it'll rust. And since this part doesn't receive a lot of heat, we don't want it rusting. So that's just kind of what I'm trying to get at with that. But yeah, no, that turned out great. So let's get her painted. Alright, well here she is, the brand new air intake manifold. This is the heat exchanger. Looks good. Everything is in good shape. So first thing we're going to do is gotta make sure she's cleaned off and let's get her painted. Alright, here she is, all painted up. Taped off a lot of stuff just so the paint doesn't get on those surfaces. But I think it turned out decent. So once that's done, we're just going to bolt it onto this. And these studs go in the bottom here for mounting the carburetor. So that's going to be a priority there. We'll finish putting them in with the vice grips but when it's dry. But yeah, right there. That's it. Looking good. Yeah, right there. It's just going to mount up right to where the old one's mounted. And then it just bolts right onto the carburetor here. For those of you that know, this is pretty normal. For those of you that don't know, this is what it looks like without a manifold on. So that's kind of what's up with this old beast. And then when this is all mounted, this tractor will be ready to go. No more wobbly muffler. That will be nice to not have that anymore, because that thing was always going, you know. Nobody liked that, but now it's finally gonna be fixed. And she's done! Brand new manifold! She's got a brand new oil pressure gauge, as you guys knew in the last part. I made a custom shim to take the slop out of the clutch pedal, so that's done. I cleaned up all the spark plugs. Oil pan gasket's brand new. And now exhaust and intake manifold and muffler pipe all new. And carb was rebuilt. So this tractor is set to go for quite a while. Farmall 560. Alright, on to the next project, F20. That thing needs its radiator let's start this up again. Oil pressure going up. So, 560 is done, and this is going to be the next project. But before we get to this project, some of you might, for those of you that might be curious, the 560, I do have plans of restoring it. The thing is, this year, at this point, I don't know if it's going to happen this year. I can get stuff lined up, but I don't know if it's actually going to happen, just because of this year's going to be a really busy year. We got a lot of stuff going on this year, and so that's basically the excuse. But it might happen. It might. I'm just gonna say it's not that I'm saying it won't happen. I'm just saying that there's a good chance it might not happen. But it will happen eventually, and when it does, it's gonna look good. So to the F20. So you guys remember I restored this tractor last year, and I made a new gasket for the top radiator tank. Well, back in December, I noticed that it was leaking from the exact same spot it was leaking previously with the old gasket. So I decided I'm not going to make a new gasket. So let me show you here. Got these. So these are the new radiator gaskets for this tractor. So I'm going to be pulling the radiator, and I'm going to be switching out these gaskets. We're going to put a new water temp gauge in this tractor at the same time. I'm going to clean out the radiator, all that good stuff. So that is why the F20 is in here. And also we got a small fuel leak here on the back I need to fix, but not a ton, and also it needs its oil changed and other service, but that's routine. So that's basically what I got going on the F20. So yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.